Welcome to my documentation. Today we have a Baritone Mondata 7. We got a mahogany body with a beautiful maple neck. Let's try and see if we can get some of this wood grain inside of the maple. Has some really nice bonus flame. And then going up to the headstock, we have, I believe they're Wilkeson tuners. They're like a Clusen clone. I thought that I hated these when I first got the guitar, but they work great. I will not actually switch them out. They stay in tune. They sound really great. Yeah. See if I can get some of this bonus flame in the light for you. So I'm going to go through and try and document all of my guitars that I've been playing. We got double binding, mahogany body, really nice wood grain on the mahogany as well. And then going up, we have a humbucker and a P90. We have a ebony fretboard with pearloid inlays, medium jumbo frets, 28-inch scale length, binding along the neck, binding along the headstock, and then we got the headstock up there. So this is actually my first time opening the guitar. We have a three-way switch right here. The hole for the switch is actually a lot smaller than I expected. We have the whole guitar is made in Korea. The switch is made in Korea. Most of the electronics are probably made in Korea, but that's okay. Let's get a good shot. As you can see that it is chambered. And then we got over here, we got some Gibson style reflector knobs. The whole cavity is shielded with the shielding paint. The wiring is done very well. We got 500K pots. It's hard to see because they soldered right over it. And then going down, we have some Jaguar Jazzmaster style switches. That's for in and out of phase for the P90, and then splitting the humbucker so you get single coil tones. I got just a regular switch, nothing too fancy. Let's try and see how deep this cavity goes. I'm pretty sure the entire guitar is hollow. But yeah, it's just a very well-made guitar. Plastics are great. Let's see. I'm not too sure why this is having such a hard time coming off, but it is awful. I'm probably the first person to ever take it off. It's just gotten set there. It's a 2019. I think it's December. It dates to December of 2019, so it's a very new guitar. I believe I'm the first owner. But to get it off and just to take a peek inside there, doesn't need any adjustments. It's just an Allen key that goes in there, but just for documentation purposes. And then coming up, we got strap buttons. They're small. I would actually probably change them. I like the PRS strap buttons just because they're enormous and it's good. But you can see the double binding. We got like a Gibson style tailpiece and bridge. And then a humbucker and a P90. I'm not sure what kind of humbucker and P90 style pickup these are. I actually haven't taken the strings off of the guitar, unfortunately, since I've gotten it. Usually it's like one of the first things that I do, but because of pandemic, I don't want to go to any guitar stores and buy P90 or baritone strings, so I'm gonna just leave the strings on until I can get out. But here you can see the binding wraps all the way around the headstock. Yeah, and then we'll flip it over and you can see these pearloid inlays. They just have a lot of character to them. They're just really good. And they'll age over time, I'm sure. Like, beautiful ebony fretboard too. Has some finger gunk because I play this thing nonstop since I've gotten it like 2 months ago or a month ago. But yeah, it's just a great player made in Korea. So I'm not paid for any of these documentations. This is just the equipment that I use. I'm going to go through and I'm going to go through all the guitars and pedals and amps I use, honest reviews, just gear I own. And if that sounds interesting to you, thanks for sticking around and we'll see you later.